my pleasure to welcome Joanne and Joel Bacon to the table. And we're going to talk about a lot of wonderful things in memory of your child, Charlotte Helen Bacon, who passed on December 14th at Sandy Hook. You put together newtownkindness.org, which we can see right here. Where did that come from?
Newtown Kindness was formed by our friends Aaron and Christy Carlson. So their daughter was a good friend of Charlotte's, and soon, within weeks after, they just came to us and said, we want to do something really unique for Charlotte's birthday. We want to do an award kids, do a little award ceremony for kids that send in acts of kindness. And would we be okay with it? And we thought, that sounds like a great idea, sure. So they started a Facebook page, and little did we know, 2 months later, we would have thousands of entries. And soon we were an organization and filing for a 501c3 status. It just sort of grew beyond what we ever thought it would.
Did this help putting this together, Newtown Kindness? Because I've looked at the website, and it's beautiful, and all the things that are going on there for kids and pushing people forward. What did that do for you?
There was a turning point for us on Charlotte's birthday last year. So,
and she
2013.
would have been how old?
She would have been 7 years old.
Okay.
And we decided that we would hold an award ceremony for the winners of the Act of Kindness program on Charlotte's birthday. And it would be a celebration of a way to honor Charlotte and celebrate her birthday. And leading up to that event was I had a lot of mixed emotions about it, because it was a difficult day for us thinking about what should have been Charlotte's birthday. And so we showed up at the award ceremony and the celebration, and immediately my heart turned, and I was just filled with joy when I saw the enthusiasm behind these children and what they were doing, amazing things. I mean, these are just kids doing absolutely incredible things for charitable purposes.
Like what, Joel? What was filling your heart?
There was a group of kids called doing Recycling for Smiles, and they would raise money for children who needed cleft palate surgery. And these are just kids going out, and the way they would collect money was they would recycle. So they'd collect recycling cans and turn that in and collect that money, and as soon as they had enough money saved up to pay for one surgery, they would fund that. And just amazing what these kids would do.
As I said, I looked around a lot at this website, newtownkindness.org. We got to get that out there a lot, a 501c, and there's so much to that website. And you said somebody put that together pro bono for you. Yes,
Carolyn Walker she's with Response Marketing, and she's also on our board of directors.
Let's get to one of the mission to this is what?
To foster kindness in children and to encourage them to be lifelong contributors.
Charlotte's Litter Program, that's on there. What is that?
Charlotte's Litter, it really stemmed from in the early stages. We desperately wanted to find a way to honor her, continue to be her parents, and find something, do it in a way with something that she loved. And so our son had gone back to school, and he was coming home talking about these therapy dogs that had been coming to his school. And I was, therapy dogs, what is that? So I got online and I Googled therapy dogs, and I realized, oh, these dogs are coming to schools, they're helping kids with reading, and that just really triggered something. Charlotte did not like to read. She did not like to read at all. And that could have been a real game changer for her. If she would have been able to read to a dog, she would have been so excited about that. And I think it really could have increased her enthusiasm. And it just really struck a chord and felt like this is it. This is what we need to do. Charlotte loved dogs. She wanted to be a veterinarian from the time she was 2 years old. She couldn't, every dog she saw, she would have to stop and pet it, ask loads of questions. What kind of dog is it? What tricks does it do? We couldn't go anywhere.
What does a therapy dog, because soon after Sandy Hook, we had a therapy dog on. And Brad Cole was telling me all about this dog and how it interacted with children. How did it interact with your son? How did it interact with the kids? What magic did you see happen with that dog and with others?
It made a big difference for our son in making him feel safe to go back into schools. The dogs provide a very calming atmosphere, and they make the kids feel safer and more comfortable, less stressful environment. And it was really a turning point for our son in getting him to be wanting to go back to school. And he would come home excited, telling us about all the therapy dogs that he got to meet. And it was just exciting to see that. And to know that, and it wasn't just our son, there were so many children at school who really benefited from these therapy dogs.
At one time, there were a lot of dogs in the school. Did you ever go into the school and see how they were doing their magic? Did you ever see that for yourselves?
No. We really didn't even know that Guy has a special bond with a certain therapy dog. To this day, it's ongoing. Practically like family. It's wonderful. But we really didn't even, we had heard about the dogs. They were collecting trading cards and trying to get to school early so they could meet this dog. So it was a really neat thing, but we didn't really understand the full benefits of it until towards the end of the 2013 school year. And I received a letter from the therapy dog owner that Guy had a connection with, and how she just thought the world of him and wanted to visit over the summer if that was, conducive to our schedule and something that we would like. And a friendship just began, not only at school but even at home. So
You got some help from a dog, and that's just awesome.
Yep.
Charlotte's Litter Program. So it's starting to grow. Tell me all about it so that folks know what this is. And you've got an event coming up. We should say October
do.
18th, Sea Bluff Park in West Haven. What happens at this event?
this event is really, we are hoping to just raise awareness to the benefits of therapy dogs, particularly in schools. So our mission is to advocate and raise awareness for therapy dogs in educational settings by
Just helping people understand what it is that they do. I mean, there's a reason we bring dogs into hospitals, and there's a reason they calm people. You know, and I think you might, a child, as you guys have witnessed, you might talk to a dog and tell it things that you wouldn't say to your mom.
Absolutely.
Or your dad, or a child your age. And so to see that work is amazing, and the fact that you're fostering that is terrific. Now you're working on something else. So you've got the website, you've got newtownkindness.org, you've got Charlotte's Litter going on, and a walkathon and dogs. Now you're writing a book. Tell me about that. Tell me what's going on in that.
Well, the book is really about, it's our way of...
It's called Good Dogs, Great Listeners.
Yes.
the story.
Or is that a working title?
No,
No,
it is.
that is the title. That
It's
is the
Good
title.
Dogs, Great Listeners, the story of Charlotte, Lily, and the litter.
And we have some pictures, and I want to show Charlotte. Let's show your daughter. Adorable child.
She was about 3 there.
And then we have a few more pictures. She drew this?
Yes. That's
Who
a
is
Dalmatian.
this dog?
A Dalmatian.
Just a Dalmatian. She was always drawing dogs. So.
Love that.
Yeah.
And there's another. This is Lily,
That is Lily, our yellow
Yes.
lab.
and that was Charlotte's dog.
That was Charlotte's dog.
And that's going to be in the book. And then we have this. Explain what this is. This goes into the book. What is that sketch?
So this is a sketch page from the book, and what the book is about, it's our way of honoring Charlotte, but we wanted to share with the world who Charlotte was. And the book really, Charlotte's personality is in there. She has adventures with her dog, Lily. And through the process of having adventures, she learns to become a better reader. And so, as Joanne mentioned, Charlotte struggled with her reading. She didn't want to read. And so instead of reading, she would go off, and her and Lily would go off and have adventures. And what you see on this particular sketch page. Instead of doing her reading, she was off in the bathroom, flooding the bathroom and making a big mess and pretending she was a captain on a sea ship and having a grand adventure. And but through the process of having these adventures, one day Lily gets hurt and they have to go to the vet. And Lily's fine, but she has to take it easy and rest for a while afterwards. And so after the vet talks to Charlotte and says, well, what do you think you can do to help make Lily feel better? And so she thinks about it and comes up with the idea, well, maybe I could read to her. And the vet says, so that's a great idea. So they go home and Charlotte discovers that reading to a dog can be a lot of fun. And she discovers that they can have adventures in books. And it goes from there.
And it comes out when?
February 22nd, Charlotte's birthday, her 9th birthday.
And working through this book, what is it doing for the two of you? Is it helping? Is it, what is it doing?
Oh, yes. It's, we look at it as this is our gift to Charlotte. It's a way for us to share Charlotte with the world, the beauty that she brought to our life, and hopefully the beauty she can bring to others. And also it allows us to get our message across about dogs and the connections that children can make with dogs, and not just at home, but in other environments, whether it's school or libraries. And
it's also a way for us to continue to be Charlotte's parents.
yes.
That's very important,
Yes.
what you just said, to continue to be her parents. That's a profound statement. And you've figured out a way in which to do that, which is just a beautiful thing. I'm just going to ask you one more question. When you came here, you made it clear, and through other folks, you just want to be positive.
Yeah.
Let's move forward. Are folks getting that? Are they helping you move forward and be positive?
Certainly the people who are involved with Newtown Kindness and Charlotte's Litter. That's why we love to be involved in it, because staying focused on positive things is what helps us the most.
And staying focused on Charlotte. And we've surrounded ourselves around people that stay focused on Charlotte and her beauty and the way she lived her life. And as long as we keep bringing ourselves back to that, we will be okay.
Well, it's newtownkindness.org, and it's Charlotte's Litter Program, and it's wonderful, and we can't wait for the book. Joanne and Joel Bacon, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
When one this in, who's this girl? Spend all night kissing, and if one was right here, then who else is missing? Got a little sidetracked, if I'm a wishing to find the keys to the door, but it's also a metaphor. Need to keep locked in the grocery store of the mind, just to save time. Skip right ahead to the last ride. The harder we look, the less we can see. Don't you know, you know that you need me.